For sure, the quality of life should matter more than the length. And I think the quality of life today is questionable.
What does that even mean in 2025? Like, if I'm to ask you what is a good quality of life, what does that, is it, I mean, you definitely know that, but like, is that even achievable? That, I think that's the better question. Like,
I think it should be. Ibra, I'll throw this question to you this way. Look at this.
okay.
Global life expectancy rose from approximately 60 years in 1975 to approximately 72.5 as of 2020. So this means that somehow health-wise, being able to stay alive longer has improved. But mental health conditions, especially depression and anxiety, it has gone up drastically. Does living longer means we are living better? Does it even matter considering all these other new things?
You know how I'm going to respond to that? I will respond to that by giving you this line from a famous rapper. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know. I
Draco.
I feel blessed.
Bro,
I feel like at the end of the day, we have to really question what it means to live longer. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Yeah, as a child, you know, you'll be like, oh yeah, you want to live long and everything, for sure. I mean, I don't want to die young, but at the end of the day, what is the meaning of life that is full of suffering and you get like 100 years of that? So for sure, we have to really start looking at the quality of life. The same time we are trying to make health like better for people and people live longer and everything. It doesn't mean anything if you don't have like a good quality, like good experience of life. The sad thing is, I think the only reason why in my head I can justify that when I think about it is they need workforce. Like, society need people to still keep things running, and they don't care about you having to enjoy any of these things, but they need you to be alive enough to work and to maintain and build things for society, for a very selected few.
Yeah, but when you then think about the fact that the health issues only come at the point when you are no longer in the workforce, and you now sort of put pressure on everyone in the workforce, especially when you look at systems like in the Western world, where pension systems that require people in the workforce to actually take care of the old people. The more old people you then have, the more pressure on the workforce as well. The more they take out of your salary every month. I want to answer this in a very clear way. I think the idea of being able to live healthier, we now understand better what fitness, going to the gym and all that does for us. I love that idea. But at the same time, when you look at the way mental health conditions are ramping up these days, due to many factors, it's questionable what type of pressure we are dealing with in the world today. We've just had a lengthy conversation now about just simply looking at the world. When you look at the wars all over the place, when you look at the financial system and how it's rigged against us to be able to achieve anything, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and it's the right question of what's the point actually, you know? And there might just be the bias of we are in 2025, we know, but I'll be curious to see people that actually lived in that time in 1975 and before, in the 70s, what they felt and what they see youths and other people feeling today, if there's a drastic difference, because I think that matters more than the length. For sure, the quality of life should matter more than the length. And I think the quality of life today is questionable.
What does that even mean in 2025? Like, if I'm to ask you what is a good quality of life, what does that, is it, I mean, you definitely know that, but like, is that even achievable? That, I think that's the better question. Like,
I think it should be,
but realistically, because it's not for a
realistically,
lot of people,
it should, right? Like, good quality of life does not have to be luxurious life, right? It just has to be good, right? Maybe you don't need, you have 5 kids, you don't need all your kids to have their own separate rooms in your house. You have enough house to make sure that everyone is in rooms where they can breathe well, they are joyful, maybe happiness once in a while, and you don't feel this pressure of there's going to be a time when this might not be possible. Because one of the biggest worry today is also that you're going to live longer, right? And when you think about how long that life will be, there's too much preparation for the future that is not guaranteed.
For sure. And I think that's how they want us to be programmed, right? And I think that works
Exactly. So
for
we are stuck in
government.
this fucking wheel running the rat
Yeah.
race because
Yeah.
we're like, oh, so 60 years from now. The good quality of life in summary will be for me a life that allows every single one of us to be able to live in the present. It has become a luxury to live in the present.
It's like, yeah. So what would be your answer to that then? Because it feels to me
Honestly,
like
I don't
it's
think for sure living longer does not mean living better. And compared to the past, unfortunately, I don't have the clear statistics on whether they had a better quality of life in the past. For many, many reasons, people will argue differently simply because of course, we'll still discuss it now. Some of the other things that we do have in today's world that simplifies life for us, but those things might have also added problems and pressures. So it's very unclear with this one. I think the only answer that I have for sure is living longer for sure does not mean living better. And we just need to put that at the back of our mind every day as we engage with the world.
I have a final question for you on this because I feel like, okay. Now that you said that, which I'm also I agree with everything by the way, but I just want to put you on our spot right now.
Yeah, all good.
So there's a genie and it comes to you and says to you that I will give it $40 million right now, and you get to live 2 more years and you'll be dead. Are you taking it?
No.
So going back to living longer than mean living better.
Yeah. Because I don't think living better is solely money related, right? I think sometimes as well, we get to a stage quickly where we can decide. It's a tough choice, but we can decide if we want to prioritize just a quality life, regardless of how much we are making.
You'd argue that that kind of money will give you a good quality of life, to best healthcare system, to good
But then
housing.
it won't give me good quality of life relationship wise, no?
That's
Because
true.
I know that I'm going in 2 years. It wouldn't give me a good quality of life when I think about going before my parents. Good quality of life when I think about it doesn't make sense now to start a family.
I mean, some people will selfishly just impregnate like 20 different girls, right? And just have like.
But I won't get to spend
some
time with those
Elon
kids.
Musk. Some people don't care.
3 months before I go, no matter how much money I have left, I'll be sitting there looking at the kids and thinking, oh my goodness, it'll be so sad. Yeah, I'd never take that. I wouldn't intentionally give up on a longer life as well. So let's make that clear. I can continue to fight and strive for a better quality of life. And in Yoruba, they say, "Tell me about why you're once there's life, there's still hope."
There's hope.
So maybe this is the advantage of the health system having improved. That because we can live longer now, we can also be hopeful for longer.
That's the game we are all playing, right? It's the hope game. It's the keep chasing the whole, especially religion, right? Because the Bible also says the same, right? So yeah, which is fair enough because I don't think life will be worth living if there isn't hope, actually. Because yeah, in general, it's all about better like life, right? So yeah, you might have this, but don't have that. Like you said, it's not just about money and all. So yeah, that makes sense. So are we good on that?
Yep.